Shabby Geek is Shabby Geek time. Welcome to a surprise unboxing with me, Shabby Geek, and our Sai. Hello, our Sai. Right, so we weren't really doing anything because tomorrow I've got we're doing Scott's his tank tomorrow, which I'm looking forward to doing Scott's his tank tomorrow because I'm fascinated to see what I mean. I collect classifieds, but I'm no GI Joe. I don't. I mean, I have to ask the lads who junkyard and mutties and all that sort of stuff. I'm not a GI Joe fan, so I'm looking forward to seeing what Scott thinks of that because he's banging to his GI Joe. And how many did you buy?
I'm not like you, Mark. I'm not a GI Joe fan, but I'll tell you what. These past few years, you can only admire some of these collections, can't you? GI Joe.
Yesterday on ZSR, said that yesterday on ZSR. You know, I mean, I'll always collect black suits. I've been getting a few this week and put a few away for Christmas. That GI Joe line, though, it's nice, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just, I've seen some really nice stuff. And Jeff Barker's collection
as we were talking about that,
stuff he's got.
Yeah, he's got some awesome stuff, hasn't he? But as we were talking about it, like I said, you came along and you messaged me this morning. You said, "Oh, Shabs, I've got how many boxes have you got, Si?"
Well, this is what surprised me this week. I've seen Gary Moore in the chat, which is good because I was going to text him after I've opened it. But I've received a parcel from Gary Moore, which is quite an eye opener. I was like, "Whoa, from Gary Moore." So obviously, I know who Gary Moore is. I made him a celebration. I've known him from before and stuff. So I've got that to open, which I don't know what's in there. I've got a lovely present off Andy Lemire. So Andy Lemire knows I was after 3 vintage so far. He has actually sorted me out with 2 of them. So I've got something to show from Andy Lemire. And then I've got another box from California. And I've got no idea who that's from. Absolutely none. I just do not know.
California? So it's it's a mystery.
Well, it says CA's California, isn't it? CA's California.
Yeah.
GA California.
CA Georgia. CA.
No, it says
California.
CA,
California. Yeah. Oh, right. So it's a mystery unboxing. How big is it?
It's quite big. It's quite a big box.
How big is it? It's quite big. It's a big one. That's a big one. Yeah, it's weird. This as well. It's weird doing. I've said this before, Sam, when we've done it, but I'm kind of enjoying doing these later streams. To be honest, I know it's a nightmare for the English lads because it's like 12 o'clock, but it is Saturday night, isn't it? I suppose it's not mega late, is it? And there's 17 people, so we appreciate that. But I like doing these evening ones. You know, when you've had your tea and everything's settled, and so it's pretty cool. Let's see you see
at the end of the day, you always come on early for people, and like you always miss your tea time and stuff and everything because you're always on at like 3 and 4 and 5. So I thought, you know what? Let's just do it a little bit later. I'm over the age of 40. I'm all right for staying up for a bit.
Yeah, you're all right. You're all right. Yeah, well, that's it. If you're feeling tired, you know, everyone's got TVs in the bedrooms. Go and put your pajamas on, have a cuppa. Go and sit in your bed with Mrs. and watch Shabby inside. Good idea, eh? Kenny, I'm just going to bed for an early start. All right, Kenny, but I will catch up later. Have a great stream, guys. Awesome. I mentioned the lads yesterday, site. For some reason, every time I'm on ZSR and I talk about Christmas decorations and how the lads have, you know, how I love Christmas. Everyone's been sending me decorations of the trees, the decorations, pictures. I've loved it, Si. I've loved it. Honestly, keep them coming. But Kenny sent me one of his, and I said this yesterday, so if I repeat myself, I apologize. But it was awesome, man. Seeing his whole house decorated. He went all out, and he just looked like it's got to. I'm a massive fan of that. But anyway, cheers, Kenny. Hey, look,
I do say, you know, you do put your tree up early, our kid.
No, I don't. I got 4 trees up.
Halloween just went and your trees up. And I'm going, why is he putting his tree up in like October?
It's weird, mate. And like I said, I apologize to anyone in the chat who's heard me say this before, but I love it, Si. Simon, there's no difference. When we were kids, I was the same way. I don't know what, as you get older as well, and there's bills to pay and your kids, and you've got, it's just a moment for me, which is weird because I'm always in a good mood anyway, but you know, to let my hair down and I just love it. I just love decorations. And I don't know, it's just pathetic. And the funniest thing as well, size, I'll show you obviously what I get for Christmas. And it's like, you've got teenagers in the house and 2 young kids, and they're getting, I can't really say because they're all up, but they're getting presents or whatever. But I just get nothing but toys. So really, Si, ever since we were kids up to the age we are now, it's the same Christmas for me.
So I don't really like toys at Christmas. I don't like figures and stuff at Christmas.
Oh, I do.
Because the way I see it is, right, I buy them all year long. At least every month, we all come home with a little bit of something we do in this community, in this collection way. And the vast majority of us, every month, we have our eye on something. Sometimes it's, it's not, and let's be fair, give or take a couple of figures, $50 a month. It doesn't break the bank. So when it gets to Christmas, that's when I like to get things like the aftershaves in and my socks and stuff and all that sort of stuff, because I'm like, I don't buy it. Do you know what I mean? Because I buy everything like. So I know what you mean. I like to jumper at Christmas and stuff, and I like. I don't like really receiving toys at Christmas. Now Jay, I don't know you see. My brother Jay, he buys me some great stuff. For the past few Christmases, he's bought me one of them retro gaming systems, like the Super NES, and the Christmas after he bought me the Mega Drive.
Oh, those miniature ones, like the classic ones.
Yeah. So I suppose Jay does. I think Jay's still there. And you did this year. You bought me a nice Christmas present, which is a toy in a bag.
Well, I've got to pay back for it. I've got to start adding stuff up for that Eternity of Play setting for. So I'm down about 500 and something. But I'll make it up. I'll be all right. So anyway, Super Awesome's here. Hiya, Johnny boy.
John.
Kieran's here. Hiya, Kieran. G'day, Jace. Good old Jace is here. Where's Jace been? I miss Jace. Come on.
Anyway, it's too much yoga. That's the problem with him. Too much yoga getting ready for Christmas.
Mr. Moore's here.
Mr. Gary. Frankie Gary.
Gafforce is here. Good old Gafforce.
Mark the Eagle.
Say hello to each other. Oh, the lovely Connor's here. Hi, Connor. Nice to see you, pal.
Oh, we're happy tonight, Meaning. We're happy tonight. Go to bed all tucked in, knowing we're at top of the league, all nice and tucked in. It's nice, that.
Hiya, Mule. Thank you.
Bloody hell.
Captain Mule. Bloody hell. Blast from the past. Hiya, buddy. Oh, good old Luke's up. See, Luke's got the right idea. Luke's probably in bed now. Got in that Return of the Jedi bed in his toy room. That's
he's cuddled up to rage, all tucked in.
Cuddled up.
Because I tell you what, when me and Luke are at the moment, it is cold. We're talking 2 degrees. It's very cold, yeah.
Oh, as G-Force today's been about.
So I didn't think it'd be right tonight, because the wind we've got here tonight is bad.
It's in its 70s here, Si. In its 70s.
It would be, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Hey, JJ. Nice to see you.
Yeah, on JJ stream. Well, it was this morning for me, but that was a good stream with Pete last night. With you on, Mark, and Mike on.
It was nice. I was on. I try and catch JJ and PGM when I can, because it's really late at night, really, and it's like 1, 2 o'clock. But last night I just thought, I'm going to go in and say hello to the lads. And good old Mike came in. So it was. And I think they do a good show. You have to support.
I liked it. Yeah, it was good.
That's what it is. So he looks dashing with his new haircut, doesn't he? Our PGM.
Well, he thinks he's Jason Donovan now, doesn't he?
I must have knocked my head. I've got double vision. No, wait, one of them is a toffee, one of them is a legend.
That's right. He's a beautiful man, isn't he? He's a good lad.
Hiya, Rob. Look at these transfers. I appreciate it. Yeah, I mean, me and Si said before, because I said, Si, we ain't going to get big numbers. We're doing it at this time of night, but we've got 22, 23 inside, so that's awesome. You want numbers. I know.
And listen, if one person comes to watch us two Waziks, brilliant. Well done.
It's funny that as well. You could say that about people watching, whatever. So I got to 896 last week on the subs, and I thought, oh, brilliant. And I thought just over 4. And I thought, I don't really promote myself, as you know. So I've had this conversation before where I don't really promote myself or.
Hang on. You sat there. Yeah. You sat there with a shabby geek hat on your hat. You don't promote yourself.
That's just in case I forget at my age. What's your name? Oh, hang on a minute. Oh, Shabby. So, no, but what I'm saying is, I don't really, I don't plaster social media. Sub to Shabby. So I thought I'll do it. I'll do it. So I put my logo out, and I didn't want it to sound like, because I know what people are like. You when you promote yourself, there's some people like that. Look at him as well, thinks So I thought I won't do it that way. What I'll do is I'll put my logo out, and I'll thank everybody for the people that have joined to join. Oh, thanks very much for your support. I really, just a quick message to say it. About half an hour later, I went down by 3 subs.
Oh, brilliant. You can't win, can you?
I can't believe it. I just put that. Everyone's liking it on Twitter and Instagram. And I thought, that might push me over 9. Or I lost 3. So I won't be doing
Does that,
that.
can I ask you, all these years now you've been doing this, does that affect you? Are you affected by that? Does it bother you? Or
No.
I suppose you're going to
No.
look at it, aren't you? You're going to look every week if you make
You do
YouTube
at the
videos.
start, and there's been a few like it's like I'm lucky in a way, and I don't want to, I don't want to be. I've never had a bad comment ever. I had one guy that wasn't really a nasty comment, but what he said was something like, "Oh, the only reason you do Shabby Geek is, you seem to get loads of gifts, and is that the only reason why you're making your videos?" And that hurt my feelings a bit, side, because I make sure that I never ask for anything. That the way I deliver my lines, if there's something I want, I make sure I don't want it to sound like someone will go, "Oh, I'll get that Shabby." I've never asked for anything. And the reason I make videos of it, Simon, is for people to take the time out of their lives to go out and spend their money, on me and ship it to me and send, knowing I like it. The least I could do for Reynolds does the same thing. The least I can do is make a video thanking them for it. Do you see? And that's the only reason I did it. And that affected me a little bit, I've got to be honest. But things like dislikes or so, I couldn't care less. I'm not listen, I hold my head up high because I've made 250 videos, Simon. I've never, ever, ever slated anybody. I've never had a go at anybody. And if you watch a Shabby video, all it is just me and my family laughing and joking. So if you don't like me, then that's on you. It's not on me, because I can't sit there knowing I've said something wrong about somebody, or I've slated somebody else's channel, or I've done something. I've done nothing of that. So if you don't like me, fair enough. I mean, I know I'm a character.
Listen, so I've come on here tonight basically for a live stream about gifts that people have sent me. So I'd just like to say, if anybody that would like to leave a comment on that, fucking do one for me. Do you know what I mean?
Ask outside.
If you're going to complain that I've received a gift of somebody that's thought about me, it's my fat ass. You know what I mean? Simple as that.
Oh, listen, it is what it is. Well, I don't know really. I never dislike a video. I never do. I just turn it off if I'm not interested and so forth, because I know how hard this is. It's hard work to set everything up, to edit it, to film it, to put music to it, to put special effects, little things in. It's a long time, and I appreciate everybody that does it. Everybody. So but there are some people out there.
It would only be the brain dead that would leave a comment like that, because at the end of the day, did they not understand what they've commented on? Someone's left you. You know how nice I felt for me these past couple of days. I've lived through the dawn. I'm like, I'm thought about.
But I think one of the reasons why one of the reasons it did hit me a bit, that is because I make sure that I don't come across like that. I actually make sure before I talk. I mean, I know I talk a lot of France, you know what I mean? A lot of bum crump, but I make sure I don't, because there are people, aren't there, that go, "Oh, if only one of you lads should get me." Oh, if only, and I'm not that bloke. I work for a living, I've got you, Si. You can buy me whatever you whatever you like. Daniel Charles here. Dad, I'm seeing
lovely Daniel Sharp.
Yeah,
he's nice to see him last night on your show. I haven't seen Daniel Sharp really properly since Celebration. And he's a great bloke.
Next time you see him, and I'm not going to say because I want him to tell you, but this is for you lads in the chat as well. Next time you see Daniel Chart, ask him the joke for the kitten. Oh man, that Christmas kitten joke was. It was brilliant. But yeah, it's good to see him. I thought they were before and after pictures, Connor. Hey, G-Force. It says the parcel is available for pickup.
No, it's picked up. It's here. Came us to the door.
Yeah. You were quite surprised Gary Moore sent you something, weren't you, Si?
I was really, because you always hear Gary Moore, the names and stuff. I can't tell any lies. I've not been. I'm not the best friends with Gary Moore or anything like that. I know who he is, and he's a really nice bloke and stuff. But again, it goes back to what I just said about silly comments online. It's nice to be thought of, and if that's a bad thing, then you really are brain dead. Do you know what I mean? It's as simple as that to me.
Gary Moore's one of my longest serving
that somebody's thought about you, gone out. I mean, let's be fair, Mark. There's people in our community that are all around the world: New Zealand, Australia, America. Not in France though, but they're all around the world, aren't they? And yet they also have to pay for this post and packaging and pay for all that. And you must be thought of well for people to do that about you. So I wouldn't listen to any knobhead.
No. I mean, it doesn't affect me. It doesn't bother me at all. The thing about it is, I think if you do this and you put yourself out there, especially your family and whatever, you're asking for that. You just got to toughen up, haven't you, and say, well, fair enough. I understand. I'm not for everybody. Do you know what I mean? I'm not, people. I think I'm funny and I think I'm a laugh or whatever. But there'll be people out there that go, "Fucking hell, it's him again." So I don't mind. Listen, it is what it is. But Simon,
I need more comedy videos from a Patreon money. I've got a complaint to put into the Shabby Geek channel. I love your comedy videos. I'm not being funny, Mark, but I went to Echo and people were still talking to me about that Olympics video. It was about 2-3 years ago. And I don't know. I think sometimes that's where a lot of your strengths lie. I do like a lot of them stupid videos and really. We've got
another stupid one coming for Christmas. I've got a Christmas special coming, which I do every year. The opera one was pretty good. I loved the opera one. And G-Force, man. Yeah. G-Force is a legend for joining in that. Not that he had a choice for my family. He had no choice. Even Jen.
For me, with that video, it was Jen. It was when Jen cracked up laughing. That's when I cracked up laughing because I know what Jen's like. It takes a while to get her laughing, but she found that hilarious, didn't she?
Yeah, it's a perfect time for us Aussies. Say, we're doing it for you lads. We're doing it for the Australians. So yeah.
What time is it there? About 4 o'clock? No, it's about. Is it 11 o'clock? 1 o'clock? Afternoon.
It'll be early in the morning. When we do ZSR, I think it's about 5 or 6 in the morning for Australia. So it'll be about 11, 12, something like that. It's PGM right now. Hiya, pal. So I'm up to 30 people. So honestly,
look at him and listen to Odd Case here because he's had his haircut. Listen to him.
This is a fake conversation. I was, but I'm definitely having 2 naps tomorrow. Brilliant. Oh yeah, I'm looking for. I love Scott to pieces. Orcs, but he's a great guy, so it'd be nice for him. And,
I love Scott.
He's killing him though because he hasn't opened it yet. When did he get it? Si? Thursday and Friday, and he's killing him.
I don't get about Scott, and it's what I don't get about. Why does he always buy 2 or 3 of the same thing? And then he always says, I've got one to display and one I'm like, just in case of what? The one on your shelf falls or something. I don't get that, buying 2 or 3 of the same one. Stu does it as well. I've noticed with Stu's video, he's got a string of all the Return of the Jedi figures. And then he's got the same figures put outside the boxes. Why did he do that?
Look at Gary Moore, 3 trees up. 3 trees. Awesome. Got to have him up. Yeah, I'm all for it. Next year I'll be the same way. Next year I'll be after, like I do on ZSR every week. I'll be asking all the lads, "Did you tree up? Did you tree up yet?" That'd be great decoration. So I just like seeing him. So he's done it. So look at that. I can't be asked to put up a 4th tree. I'll come out and do it for you.
Bar humbug. Get your tree up.
I'll come out and do it. Yeah, look who's here, Jace. Mule's back. I'll be watching his Instagrams as well. They're pretty good. All these figures that he's showing, and he's
last time I heard of Captain Mule, Mark, you lived in your old house.
Yeah, Mule's one of the boys, and then I don't know. I mean, I'm not going to say where I want here, but he left for a while and he's come back, and it's great to see him back. Oh, look who else is here! Good old Eb. Yeah, you see. Well, that's the only problem, Ed. See, what I do is I buy them all, put them away for Christmas. And then what I do is I get a cart on Amazon and I fill it with toys so that the kids or my wife can get them ones for me. But I have to have toys at Christmas. What will they say without a toy at Christmas? Aftershave, them days are over for me.
Yeah, but like you said, you buy them every month, don't you? And so I don't really think the specialty in a thing like that. I do. Don't get me wrong. If they're a gift and stuff, of course I do. But if Claire says, "Oh, what do you want for Christmas?" I don't necessarily say that. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, there you go. That's exactly where I am, lads. She said you can stop in there tonight.
If you watch them two, Felix, you can stay in there and watch it.
Oh, she's lovely, our Rachel. Let's say hello to our Rachel. Hi, Rachel. But yeah, that's awesome.
Oh, she's lovely, Rachel. I've met Rachel. She's great.
Yeah. There are like 5 streams going on right now. Well, I've got 13.
Only one good one.
No, well, if there is, I appreciate you all coming here. Wow, that's awesome that you're coming here to watch me inside. That's brilliant.
So what we know then, Mark, is if ours gets busy later, that means them ones have finished.
Yeah.
We'll watch them, see what they're doing.
Oh, if we go down to about 15, we know where everybody's gone, But yeah, listen, it can't be helped, can it? I mean, that's the thing. If I've been through this sort of stuff before where, you feel a bit bad or you feel this and feel that. And it just depends how people are but listen, there's so many of us in this community. You're bound to do it. You're bound to cross over.
You're on YouTube, the way I see it is. You're not going anywhere. Once the video's up on YouTube, you can watch it anytime you want. 10, 15 years from now, if you felt like it. Do you know what I mean? Once it's up, isn't it? You can always catch up.
Look at that. Not bad comment. Shabby can't be reading all of his comments. Oh, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
the
the way
best
I
way,
would.
Mark,
Yeah.
isn't it? Yeah.
100% spot on, G-Force. Our Chase is exactly right. So let's have a look. I'm very fortunate. I also get gifts and feel guilty about it. So I always say I'll never receive a gift and not acknowledge it without a thank you video. But don't worry, I get accused of the same thing. This is what I mean. There's so many times you can turn around to somebody and say, oh, thank you very much. But we're in a position, if you make YouTube videos, to thank them with a video. So
I know, Mark, but you don't watch Luke Reynolds' video, do you? And you see him getting a present from, say, Steve Derby Collector. And he sends Luke a present. When that video finishes and you put your comment up, like me, if you're any sane of mind, you put, what a really nice guy he is, sending Luke a nice present like that. I don't go, Derby Collector's a knobhead for sending him a gift. It's just
weird,
crazy, isn't it? It's
weird.
Crazy.
Hello, Nicole. The lovely Nicole's here. Oh, Nicole's been here since the beginning, man. She's brilliant. Oh, it's so nice to see you. And yeah, she says hello to everybody there. Good old Nicole. If someone leaves a comment like that, it's none of their effing business. And I agree. Listen, the funniest thing is, it's like I said, I started my YouTube, and you've heard this story before, so I'm not going to go on about it. From you lot, from the lads saying, oh, Shabby, you got to make one. From the Pally Boy days, and I used to go on the Pally Boys with the lads, and Shabby, you got to start making your own. And I did, and I fell in love with it. I thought it's brilliant. Don't get me wrong, I don't get videos out as much because this is a hobby to me. I know a lot of people say it like a cliche thing, but it is for me. I run my own furniture business. My wife's got her own business. We've got kids. It's not easy to sit down every night, every week. I give credit for people like Luke who can make them every week, or people that can do it every day, whatever. It's hard as nails, but I really do enjoy it. It's really good fun. I do. I'll keep it going as long as people are interested, So, good old VTR. Everyone's up, Si. Everyone's up.
Lovely day.
This is brilliant. Yeah, this is fantastic. Exactly right, Connor. PGM can't type. Hello, James. Everton. I know. Never sure.
No, James McGurk. He's not on Selfie, is he?
Forest. Newcastle.
Met James.
Chelsea.
Met James went to Dublin last August. Really nice guy.
Yeah,
gets thrown off trams.
I know. What was the conspiracy? You're like a neutral in this. You can end it once and for all. The conspiracy. Was he pushed or did he fall? You know what I mean? He's one of them.
He was shoved, Mark. He was shoved.
He was shoved. He wasn't pushed. He was shoved. You've heard
he
it
was
first.
Shoved. And Claire's a criminal.
Who shoved him? Did Connor shove him?
Connor shoved him. No, he didn't shove him. We got on thinking that the conductor was going to be at the next stop, and he turned up. So I think Connor panicked because nobody had paid and said, come on, we'll just pay now. So James jumped off and the tram set off. Well, have you seen James? He's fit as a butcher's pencil. He was where we were in about 5 minutes. He just laid it.
Let's have a look here. Opening a gift for a friend on YouTube is the best way to say thank you to the giver. 100%. My favorite videos all I want to watch are gift box openings. Yeah, and some people, I don't know whether it's jealousy. Yeah, I was thinking about that, Mule. Is it, because it does. I know you're not supposed to think about it, but it's easy for you. I don't care. I do care. I mean, I wouldn't hurt anybody's feelings. So I do care. But so I was sat there thinking, well, I wonder what it is. I wonder what it is why people have a thing about it. I've never watched Luke's and gone, oh, Derby Collector again. You're like, awesome. That's really nice. And I suppose another thing, what it does without trying to sound, we don't get paid for YouTube. I mean, we won't get monetized, but we're talking cents, if that. We're not big YouTubers at all. So gifts like that help videos out. You're like, oh man, this is awesome. I can make a video on this and that kind of thing. It just keeps your content going. Like Patreon for me. I don't have tears on my Patreon side because I really do believe if you want to give Shabby 90 pence, but it keeps my channel going because what I do with my Patreon, I use that money to make videos. Do you see what I mean, Simon? So things like gifts and things like Patreon and things like monetization, they do help. And I think also really small. I mean, like I said, we're a grain of sand in this, but it keeps us going. It keeps we'll carry on, and it's brilliant. But that's not the be all and end all. It never has. That's why when I do things like this, I never bring up things like super chats, or I never bring up things. I'm not bothered. I don't care about. Or I just like everyone turning up and having a good time, Si.
That's the thing. That's all it's about, really. Who do you think you are, Casey Neistat? All it is about is just having a good laugh. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Right, you haven't opened the box yet, and he's right. We're me and you and Gavin on like a pair of old ladies.
I was waiting for Andy to do the boxes. I thought people were coming in, so I was waiting for Andy. I thought,
I put the link. I put the link out. I put it in our Clan Cordine group, and I said whoever wants to come on, can come in. But let's have a look. No one's on it. But anyway, we could sort it out. Do you want to give it another 5 minutes and we'll open it, Si?
That's what I thought. We'll do that. I thought we'll give it till past, do all the chat and stuff, and then we'll crack on. Like,
yeah, he is. Sure is. Yeah, that was a nice picture of Rob and Gary meeting, wasn't it? That was awesome.
Yeah.
Let's shake it off. Yeah, brilliant. Go on, G-Force. I'll start to sing a Jason Donovan song soon. That's brilliant. We have somebody now, Si. Now you've complained and so forth. Mr. Lemire, how are you? 30 people. Wow. Hey. Yo.
Got him by surprise.
Brilliant.
Hey,
yeah.
Did I miss it? Did I miss the unboxing?
No.
I waited for you.
You didn't. Yeah, we waited. So I just said we're not going to do it. You didn't miss it, and neither did G-Force. G-Force didn't miss it either. So there he is. Let's have a look.
What's up, fellas?
So
let me just. I've just asked you two. What do you think of the? What we were just saying before about, people receive gifts and they make a video saying they receive gifts. It's a bit stupid to get a comment on that, isn't it? For anything derogatory, when at the end of the day it was a gift to somebody that they either admire, that followed, that they like.
Well, I've made a video before where I've opened a box from somebody, and it's a way to show some appreciation. I don't think there's anything nefarious about it. I don't know why anybody would be bothered about that personally, but just some people can't have nice things. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's how it sounds to me. Yeah. But no matter what you do, there's always somebody that's gonna just spoil it for you. Do you know what I mean? No matter what.
Seems to be the way of the internet to me. Like, you're always going to get haters or people that are jealous or whatever, but not anything I can do about it. I'm just trying to say thank you for a gift that somebody sent me.
Old Spice. My missus buys me the body wash for that because she loves that smell. The Old Spice one. It's called Swagger. My Old Spice. Look at this. Just telling you everything.
Swagger.
POE. I'm lucky if I get toilet paper and socks for Christmas. G-Force. Say hi, G-Force. They buy me socks and underwear. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
That's the thing. That's what I like to get. Because truthfully, as men, when do you ever really think, I'll go out today, man, I've got to get some underwear, I've got to get some socks? And you don't think like that, do you? Yeah, your drawers are always full of them. But I always think, where did they come from? I've never bought any. Do you know what I mean? So that's why I like to get Christmas and stuff and my birthdays. I'd rather, because like I said, we're buying all the time, aren't we? Let's be fair.
Exactly.
I'm going to do a Christmas dance Friday next week, I think. You're on for it, Andy. Do you fancy doing one?
I would love to do a Christmas
dance.
It looks like it pictures of the your legends,
Terry.
Terry's a good guy.
Yeah.
Right.
He's got on his stream.
Which one do you want to start with? I know so many collectors. I learned so much. It's great to geek out with others. If somebody's trying to in on that page, that's what it's all about. We've always said it, haven't we, G-Force? Always. That's
that's the best way to think of it,
yeah. And we've got a great little corner, I think. I think the lads that are all in ZSR and everybody else, and they all mean something to me. It's brilliant. So yeah, I agree with that, Nicole. I do. Peaky's here. Hey, Peaky. Hello.
Peaky.
Yeah. Let's have a look. PGM. Oh, look who else is here. The lovely DCV. Hi, DCB.
And she is lovely,
That's
DCB.
brilliant.
Met DCB
Oh,
celebration.
George, you there? Good on. I can't believe it's like loads of people have turned up. Loads of them. They all should be in bed. Brilliant. Right, I'm carrying on. I'm talking away. Here we go. Hang on. Let's just get through a couple more of these and more or less down the bottom then. I have no sympathy for you Premiership supporters. Try supporting Reading. Reading. Oh, can someone lend Dave a fiver for Reading? They need it, don't they, Dave? I tell you. Oh,
Did his team get deducted 10 points too?
No, his team might be worth a bit. I think get deducted a bit more than 10 points. I don't know. Bit of a. Anyway, I'm not going to say 100% toffee. They call me Jimmy Southall, and yes, Connor did push me. They all say so. It's finished.
Jimmy Southall.
Finished. So all his talk, whether he's pushed, shoved, swayed, no, he was shoved by Connor. There you go. So let's have a look. Everton beating Newcastle is my Christmas. See, loads of toffees in the chat. Loads of them. Sorry, not sorry.
Maybe even all of them.
Now, what is it?
Familiar?
What?
Maybe even all of the Toffee fans are here. All of them.
No. There's thousands, Andrew. Thousands.
Oh,
how's Claire feeling? Because I know Claire's sick and she's not well.
Yeah, she got a bit rough. It's the kids at work because this time of year you always get sick kids in and stuff, aren't you? Claire is always ill this time of year, always without a doubt. So she came home from work yesterday, felt a bit dodged. She's been a bit dodged. So I'm staying down here because she's got the lurgy.
I'm sure Andy goes through being a teacher as well.
Oh,
Those
yeah.
kids are just germ factories.
Yeah, that's the thing, isn't it, with kids this time of year?
You know, it's always it's always my own kids that get me sick, not my students. It's my own kids, and I'm healthy as a horse, but as soon as like my daughter, she's 7, as soon as she gets sick, I'm wiped out. Just like I don't know why.
You're not as hands-on with your students as you are with your own child, though. So
that's true.
I mean, you're touching the same stuff they are, and
yeah. I mean, legally, you're right. Yes.
Yeah.
And me and Mark don't have any kids, so we can say how grubby they are. Grubby kids.
I told you that story. I'll never forget it. Suki was about 6, right? So it was somewhere in England. I was in the garage, my garage in England. She come on with a scooter uniform on, plats down and all that. And she didn't say a word. Just came up to me with a thumb like that. Right? Nothing. So I'm staring at her. What? And she went like that, just nodding her head like this. So honestly, I said, "What do you want me to smell your thumb?" And she nodded. And I tell you what, it could have brought back the dead. I don't know what. What was on it? I was just like, what? And she was laughing. But I never, to this day, God knows where that thumb was. But thanks for coming in, David. Hey, Andy. Andy has his tree up. Yep, Andrew's never took his tree down.
It's true.
And your house outside looks nice, G-Force. It looks awesome.
Thank you. Try. Do a little bit.
You don't have to get ready if you stay ready, Shabby.
I agree. Listen, if I don't think I'm going to take mine down. I think I'm just going to get those big trash bags and put them over it. Do you know what I mean? Leave them up. Yeah. So I might just keep them up forever.
What you like for outside your house? Because like, there's always that house down the street that goes crazy at Christmas, and it looks like illuminations. Are you like that? Do you do that with your houses?
Yeah,
my
whole outside because G-Force is outside. G-Force has got it outside.
My whole street is littered with lights. It's crazy.
Oh, you'll have to film it and send it me.
And we've got Jonathan here. Hey, Jonathan. God, everybody. Right. I'm getting down there. So before I get down, we're going to keep them up for ages here. So I'm going to put you to the side, Simon. Just hold on a sec. Right there. Right. So what's going on? What are these parcels off? Which ones do you want to do first?
Well, first of all, I'll do the pickups that I got this week. This is quick and easy.
Oh, these pickups as well, G-Force.
Well, when I went to Dublin, Jonathan Redmond is in the chat now. He bought me the Street Fighter figure. And because I told him I wasn't really going to start collecting them, I liked them, but I preferred Tekken, even though I love Street Fighter. So I thought I'd give these a miss. But then Jonathan Redmond bought me one at Dublin. So I've managed to get my hands on the Chun-Li. So I'm keeping these up. Well, that's a mint figure as well, actually, isn't it? I love these boxes. I think they're great. The little displays inside them. Yeah. I like it when, because I'm an inbox collector, so I love it when you get boxes that display like that. Do you know what I mean? That look great. That's how I love them. And the art on the side's brilliant.
Yep.
So yeah, I'm keeping up with the Street Fighters. I've been looking for the other two. They seem to be sold out a lot, but I picked up the Tobey Maguire No Way Home Spider-Man. Because I think that's a great looking figure. Cool. It's just like Tobey Maguire. And that's the first one I went to because we all have our favourite Spider-Mans, and Tobey Maguire was mine because I thought Spider-Man 2 was the best Spider-Man movie. I loved it. So
yeah.
I picked that one up.
Hello to Paul. Hi, Paul.
Paul. Like Connor, I also picked up the Green Goblin because I'm sick and tired of missing out on Green Goblins, and I don't really like pre-ordering figures, but I had to do with this one because I just thought it's going to disappear. It's a great looking figure, that. So pick that up. And then the last thing I just want to show you is that I got this soft, you know, the site Timu.
Yeah.
Well, because my mum's a sewer and a tailor, she goes on there a lot to buy like buttons and stuff. And she was on there the other day, and the other week, and she said, "There's Transformers on here." She says, "But I don't know what they're about." So I had a look, and there was this Transformer, and it looked like it was really expensive, you know, in all the pictures. And it said it was £14.95, and I thought, well, for 15 quid. Not bothered if it was a load of rubbish. If it comes, you know, it's a risk I'm willing to take. When it came like this. There was no like anything special with it. It just came like this. And instead of like a box, it just came with the tray. So when I saw it, I pulled it out. For 14 quid, this was a bargain. It comes with instructions. That's the only thing you get. There's nothing that says Transformers or anything like that. But apparently there's the big book of instructions, you know, to transform the thing. But the figure itself was absolutely mint. It's like 40 combinations to transform it. There's metal parts with it. There's all little, and I just thought, you know what? For 15 quid, that was an absolute bargain.
Very nice.
So I'd say get yourself on Temu to get one of them.
Yeah. I barely get sick. I'm all right for that. Let's have a look. What does Nicole say? All right. Thanks, Nicole. Thanks for popping in. Brilliant. Right, so what do you want to start off with first?
I'm going to start off show you Andy's what Andy got me. Now, Andy knows that we've been talking in the group chats and stuff, and I always said that if there was 3 Star Wars vintage figures that I was going to get back in, there were the 3: Biker Scout, Weequay, and the Lando Skiff. Now, Andy, kindly enough, a year and a half ago, actually sorted me with the Biker Scout, and I got an absolute mint one off him. But then he sorted me with this one last week, which is, again, thanks a lot. Because again, we all have our favourite Star Wars figures, you know, and I'm not a liar. I don't collect vintage Star Wars by a long shot, but I just thought a couple of years back it'd be nice to get the 3 in that I really loved, you know, as a kid.
So Andy sorted out 2 of the 3 that you needed.
So far, Andy's got me 2 of the 3, yeah.
God, lad.
Which is great, really, because now, like, you know, when I go to Echo, I really go for the meet upper people because, like I said, I don't buy vintage Star Wars, so there's not really much I pick up from Echo. But now there'll be something for me to keep my eye open for, look for. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just open this up, wrap it all up in clean up until the acrylic box gets here.
Is he going to be disappointed, Andy? Oh, look at that.
Wow.
Beautiful card as well. Card mint.
Weequay.
Yeah, I love
You've always had that figure. Yeah.
Like I said, it's because we love a martial arts as a kid, and Weequay was the only one that had like a staff and had like a martial arts pose he could fight with, like, you know, and that's why I loved it. The
red dots on the back, is that where the red dots on the back, is that where someone's marked it?
Where you just must be where, so you go, right, I want that figure.
Oh, you see, to me that makes the card. that makes the card, because that's what we all did as kids. We all marked them off, the things we want, the things we need. I must have took my card to bed for hours looking at the figures and which one you wanted. And so I think that adds more character, that sort of stuff, when they do that to the back of the
it's
card.
that for me. It's when you see the 3 pictures at the bottom, like, you always remember them pictures, don't you? Isn't it funny how you see 1,000 and million toys from a kid? So why do the Star Wars promotions always stick in your head? Doesn't matter if it was an advert or if it was a cereal show or absolutely anything. They just stay there, don't they?
Yeah.
Like, you've seen pictures
right.
1,000 times of like Return of the Jedi, but you can always tell if you've seen the Return of the Jedi pictures, like say from the sticker book or from one of the annuals, and it just stays with you, doesn't it? It's weird.
Yeah.
So,
Right.
Thanks very much for that, Mr. Lemire.
We'll get you that last one here in one of these days.
Yeah.
Right. So what's next?
The next is from, I'll do Gary Moore's.
Shappy's great with Transformers. I love those clothes. If I showed you, Gary, and I keep buying them too, and I've got stacks of them, and I've opened 3. That's it, 3 of them. So I always say, yeah, I'll definitely do it. And then Tez has turned around and said, oh yeah, we'll get one sorted out, Shabby, but be on for hours.
What do you got? 20 of them over there? Still in box?
Yeah, loads of. So who's this one off, Simon?
It is from Gary Moore.
Right. Oh, right.
Good old Gary.
Good old Gary.
Yeah, everyone's loving your week way. Yeah.
What, sorry?
The week way they love. There we go. The Canon photos were awesome. They were. Awesome figure, Manga. Love Weekway. Your Batman journey still proud of my place in my house. Look at that. Sam.
Yeah, he's a good lad, James. He said that when I was at Dublin. I said, so if you want me to send the original, because it's still sat here, you can have it. But he was happy with what he got. And he did get a really nice frame for it and stuff. But there might be a chance to win another one on Wednesday.
So Coughlin says that Weekway takes me back to 6 a.m. Christmas Day morning. Yeah, I suppose. Is this the same for you, Andy and G-Force? That Star Wars, especially the toys, reflects a lot on Christmas, doesn't it? Really, because I think you got a lot more of the vehicle stuff at Christmas, didn't you?
Yep.
Yeah, that's true. The only morning I can remember really for Christmas morning is having all that Star Wars stuff set out. It's the only vivid memory I have of like a Christmas morning. And also Get Me Rally Burner. That was another one.
Yeah, birthdays were more like mini rigs and stuff like that. You know, so Christmas was always, you got the big vehicles. That was fun.
Right, I'm down to the bottom.
Here.
Right, here we go. Go on.
It says, hi, Si. In the hall Andy and I purchased, we came across some Topps Batman cards. We couldn't think of a better person to give these to. Batman #1 fan. As a box filler, I've included a Batman figure, which you probably already own, but feel free to gift on if this is the case. Enjoy, Mr. Gary Moore. Thanks very much, Gary. Have a look. If anything like this. Again, these things are from 89, like, you don't forget these either, do you?
No. Oh, they're awesome.
Oh.
Look at them babies.
Were they like the bubblegum ones that come with a sticker bum, like the wax one? Oh man, what?
Wax packs.
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
They were the wax packs, but these are just the packs of them, and all the actual cards are inside. Because it's not like I'm going to eat the chewing gum today, is it? Taste the 80s.
I don't know.
I actually did that once.
Did you?
About a year ago.
Oh yeah.
It tasted just like it did back in 1985.
And then it turned to dust in your mouth.
Yeah, pretty.
What was it for you boys? Batman 89 or Batman Returns?
89.
Batman Returns for me. I love that film.
89 for me too, but man, Michelle Pfeiffer.
Yeah, she was.
I've always loved Batman Returns. I love Danny DeVito as a penguin in that film. I think he's brilliant.
Yeah.
What's that, G-Force?
Uma.
Oh, Poison Ivy. Sorry, you're not showing us these cards, mate. You're just looking down at them. You meant to put. You meant to put. What was
like I'm putting them back really nice before showing them.
No, show him.
Just putting them in order.
Dun, 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 dun.
Nice.
So are these original cards then?
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, they're awesome.
They're in good
Nicky
shape.
to the
too.
rescue.
Chris
Kim
Corner.
Basinger or Michelle Pfeiffer? Ooh,
Passenger. Oh.
Basinger.
Pfeiffer.
Pfeiffer.
Pfeiffer had that psychopathic look I like.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
not bad.
He's got that look.
That was a
like
great
a
gun.
boy.
Remember that gun he pulls out? That's
Yeah.
great that they do it. Oh.
Brilliant, mate. And what's the figure?
I didn't buy the McFarlane Batwing. For some reason, I was when I saw it, I thought I'm not really that interested in that. That really did look like a chunk of plastic. I bought the Lego one, the big one, but I didn't buy the McFarlane. Did you buy it, Mark?
No.
No, I didn't.
Oh, there you are. I got the figures in my Christmas
Oh, there
stocking.
you go.
So I've been quiet before I came down at 8 so my parents could sleep. Yeah. Did you not wake your mum and dad up? You know, like, get up, get up. Did you go, oi, oi?
Like 4 a.m, they were getting up.
Yeah.
He's got a rank up there with the Jokers, Jack Nicholson. His performance, Jack Napier, and that was brilliant.
Second best in my eyes.
So Jonathan
He
says
was dressed like the Killing
right.
Joke Joker. That's why I love Jack Nicholson's performance. There's a scene with the hat and everything, and Jerry Hall comes up to him in the mirror, says to him, "You look fine," and he's like, "But it's the Killing Joke Joker in the outfit." That's why I love it.
The hat makes everything.
So Jonathan says eat the gum.
It's the 80s. There's no gum, which is a good thing. Your cards would be disrupted.
66 would be a week. Yeah. Returns. Both. Damon says both. Batman Returns. And what's the figure you got, Si?
Put your cards back nice first.
Right.
Keep them nice and stuff, aren't you?
Keep them nice, Si. Tidy
89.
up.
You know, that's mine and G-Forces. We like 89.
I like
Oh,
89.
there's no the best Batmobile ever made is the 66. All the others are nice, but the 66 is the Batmobile. That's simple as that.
Yeah, that's the way I look at it. It's like it's the better movie, but it's 89 that kicked it all off again, wasn't it? So the merchandise, it was everywhere, wasn't it? Everywhere. You couldn't get away from it.
Yeah. And that's why I like Star Wars better than Return of the Jedi or Empire.
Right, well, that makes
it
sense.
Started it all.
Yeah, I get that. Star Wars is my second. Empire's if you always pick your trilogy in order, and if it was in order for me, it goes Return of the Jedi, then Star Wars, then Empire. That's the way it goes.
Yeah.
And
It is funny that one kind of says, isn't it? You can smell the bubble gum. Yeah, you can smell it. Yeah.
Ooh, we love the multiverse in this house. I can tell you now, I don't have this one. So that's good. Because I've got bloody hundreds of multiverse, but I do not have this one.
Ooh, what do you got? What do you got?
And it's funny because today I pre-ordered the Batgirl in the same mint. I love these new ones. You know, the new Joker eyes.
Nice.
That's the Dark Knight Returns Batman Joker eyes.
That's awesome.
But what's really cool about these is that they're doing a set of cards with them, and you get 4 playing cards in each one. So by the time that they're finished doing the Joker eyes line, you'll have a set of Joker playing cards, which are all, which are really cool, and you get these stands with them, which are mint. Yeah, it's a great figure, isn't it? I love these Joker. And they're not for everyone. It's like, you know, the abstract Star Wars figures that you get, the hologram ones, the ones that are
Christmas
all multicolored.
ones.
They're not for everyone, but I really like them. Thanks very much.
That's awesome. That is awesome.
Yeah,
what a great gift. Good old Gary. That's brilliant.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Gary. Thanks a lot. Send me a nice message.
Right,
before
we get to the next one, let's just get down here a bit because I'm being really professional with the comments tonight. I mean, I know I've caught up. It's brilliant. Never rub another man's view, Bob. That's a great line. Yeah. The Lego Batwing looks amazing inside with the shadow box. Oh, that's that big one, about 500 quid, isn't it? 400 quid, what Damon's saying. Did your son get that? But does your son just stick with primarily Star Wars Lego, Andy, or does he dabble?
Yeah, he's just Star Wars. A buddy of mine, Keith, he's got the big Lego Batwing one, and it is
the shadow box.
It's awesome.
Yeah,
it is awesome.
Massive. Looks brilliant.
Jonathan Redmond's just put there in the chat. I know I'm going down a bit, Mark, but he's put the hype for Batman 89 was insane, and it was. Yeah. I remember queuing up at Blackpool at the Odeon for that for hours before we could get in to see that film. It really was crazy. There was two that stick out in my life. Three in the sense of because I couldn't get in. I remember not getting in to see Jurassic Park. We went to Preston to watch it because, again, our cinema had shut at that time, and we couldn't get in. So instead of just going on, we went to see Reservoir Dogs. And that was only on for 2 weeks here because it was banned because of the police scene with him cutting his ear off. They actually banned it from his country after 2 weeks. We were lucky to go and see that. But yeah, the two that always stuck out to me was Batman 89 and The Phantom Menace. They were the two that have always been like, I remember just watching any trailer or anything for The Phantom Menace.
Shabby tried waking them up once, went into the bedroom. God for life. Merry Christmas.
My parents would be up till like 3 a.m. wrapping presents for the 6 of us kids, and like it was a chore getting Christmas ready and keeping it a surprise. But yeah, we'd wake them up as quick as we could.
Yeah,
that was brilliant. Reynolds is great, but 89 for our Reynolds. It is Batman 89 for our Wizzy. And Damon, 60, can't cut out 66. I love 66 Batman.
66. That's right. I agree with that 100%.
Yeah. It's funny, isn't it? When we talk about 80s movies or we do 80s things, you don't really think of Batman being an 80s movie. Things that come to mind is always like the Goonies or Transformer or Back to the Future. And then you don't realize that Batman is 89 and it wasn't 90. So it is
Big Top Pee-wee.
Yeah. Big Top Pee-wee's is 88. Big Adventure was 85, yeah. So yeah, the best movie ever.
Dude, that's the real question. Forget this 89 or Returns. Is it Big Top Pee-wee or
Big Adventure, Big Top,
Big Adventure or Big Top Pee-wee? I mean, that's. I
just wish there was more people that was back. I know Dino Geekstrong loves it, but I'd love to do a live stream on Pee-wee.
I keep searching for you. I'm going to find that Toonie Terror or whatever it's called, Classic Tunes or whatever. I'm going to find that Pee-wee and Terry for you.
I was down in Wexford the whole summer with the hype of Batman 89. Had to wait until I got back to Dublin to see the movie. It will always be special. Yeah, I suppose it will be. Yeah. It was a big deal, wasn't it, Batman like that? So,
hey guys, can I tell you something that's happening right now in real time?
Yeah.
I'm messaging somebody that lives in Texas,
right?
That has a full set of the Star Wars 12-inch figures, the original ones, all of them, and they're selling them for $100.
$100?
All of them? Go and get bidding.
I sent a message like, "Hey, do you ship to Washington?" And the person said, "If you pay for it." I was like,
get Gary to pick them up for you. Get Gary to pick them up. Or you can get Rob to pick them up,
Well, that's if they're going to have to get shipped either way. But yeah. But I might be getting a pretty good little score here. There's a 12-inch IG-88 in there, which that by itself is a few $100s.
She might be watching. He might be watching. Tell him it's worth $7.50.
Yeah.
Yep, £7.50.
Hey, in fact,
that is cool, David. Yeah.
Let me go, and if I have enough time to come back,
he can't help himself. Look at him. I gotta go, lads. I gotta go.
Yeah, don't miss out on it. Yeah, don't miss out.
Yeah, I'll keep you posted. I'll see you guys. Sign Nice job.
Thanks very much for that. Thanks very much. He's just said exactly your haul. Thanks very much, pal.
That is brilliant.
Good luck, Andy.
All right, we'll see you guys.
Oh, so good. So good. If his house was on fire, he'd probably go, well, can you just wait a minute? Because I've got to buy it. Oh, that is brilliant. That is brilliant. So
the baby's coming, Mr. The baby's coming, Mr. Lillian. The baby's coming. Hang on.
Hang on, I got a good line on a deal.
TPO going here.
You're not just keeping it for 2 more minutes.
Cross your legs. Whatever you got to do.
Yeah, Gary, thanks a lot. Yeah, like I said, it's nice of you to think of me like that. I love them Batman cards, and that figure I do not have, and I am collecting the Jokerized Batmans up. So, again, thanks very much.
It's funny what BOE, our good pal, says here about it. This is the thing. We always say what our favorite is, but if any of them was on the TV, you're not going to turn them off. You're just going to sit and watch him. Don't matter which one it is. So.
I'll tell you what about him. I went to Celebration. If you do not know your stuff when you're stood with the BOE, you're going to know about it very fast.
Coughlin says, TJC, I remember all the bus stops being vandalised to nick the Batman posters.
That's true. That's true. I was after one here in Blackpool, but they're always bloody pinched. So that is true, yeah.
It was Coughlin's side. Coughlin Nicholson's joke caused so many classic memorable lines, yeah. But my favourite is, you want to get nuts? Come on, let's get nuts. Did you like that in the new movie? You said it in The Flash as well, but it didn't have the same appeal, I don't think, did it?
I don't care. I love The Flash. I thought it was great. It felt like a proper comic book movie again. I liked it.
Hype was crazy, but deserved, says our Damon. And I loved finally getting the Batman shirts. But that's the thing. There was low. I mean, that emblem's still now in it. You've got a cup, haven't you, with it on? So that emblem
that emblem will be
forever. Everywhere. It was in fast food stores. It was like Star Wars for a minute.
Yeah.
The logo was everywhere.
Yeah, and
we used to wear blazers for school, Damien. We used to wear blazers for school, and I remember on the promenade at Blackpool, I bought a Batman pin, an actual metal pin, and I used to wear it on the blazer at school. I used to think I was the bollocks, man. They'd be like, "Oh, the Batman pin on my blazer." I loved it. Yeah, I loved it.
The bollocks, I love it.
No, we're listen. I agree, TJC. Let's not make out like Coughlin's come around the UK stealing Batman posters. So. Can you imagine there be people watching going, it was him, he did it. We finally found him after 40 years.
I know what you meant, Luke. We know what you meant. I know. In fact, there is still to this day so many quotable lines from that film. There is.
Yeah, we couldn't keep.
Can't make an omelette without breaking a few eggs. That was a good one, wasn't it?
Where does he get all these fantastic toys?
Yeah,
this is why Damon's one of my favorites. Look at this big adventure is life. You see what I mean? It is. Glorious movie.
I like that pig in it. Hey, Pee-wee. Hey, Pee-wee.
Real doing it. Oh, cheers, pal. You could call it a piece. Brilliant. Oh, that is brilliant. So, listen, there's a wow, pedestrian. Here we go. For reference, that shot was in 80% of our sales were normally Marvel related beforehand, and that film altered the comic landscape for afterwards. Would you say that as well, Si? That
yes, definitely. I'd say that in the 80s, comic books had a massive resurgence, and that was because of the British invasion, they called it. In 2000 AD, Fleetway, all these great comic books that we had, all the artists were slowly getting discovered and picked up by Marvel and by DC. I've said it all my life. I've seen some great artwork, but I have never seen ink artwork like I did when I was a kid growing up reading 2000 AD. For me, that was the prime. Even though Brian Bolland, but again, the 2000 AD artist will always be my favourite artist. The lads that these to have drawn in 2000 AD used to blow my mind as a kid. And it still does to this day, to be fair.
Yeah. So Andy was talking about that 12-inch IG, but look at Gary Moore here, taking the look at this. I just completed the offer up bid. I now own all 12 inches.
Thank you. I'll just swoop in there.
Good thing they're partners.
Yeah. I know. That's the thing, though, Vinci. You see the way he started twitching Andy. He was like, oh. I gotta go.
I gotta go.
So I'll tell you a story quick. Thursday I went out, and Friday is payday. I didn't have hardly any money with me, and I saw so much stuff down in Smithfield in the GameStop and Walmart, and I was like, oh my God. So Friday after work, I just hauled ass down to Smithfield, and I bought up everything that I missed Thursday just because I was like, oh my God, I need all this.
Couldn't sleep that night like that.
I was dying all day.
I was dying. Oh, brilliant, brilliant. Andy's getting the toy sets. Yeah, he is brilliant. Well, hopefully it works out. But that sounds though. I hope they're not stolen. Yeah. But I tell you what, though. Well, you say that you overheard my story about when me and Jen went to that fair, and I got the last 17 figures for $2 each. I was like,
Hang on. They're not from an Australian shed, are they? By any chance?
Could be.
Right, Si, we're down here a bit. Let's get to your next one, buddy. So let's make it big.
Yes, he is.
Right,
yes.
so this is
the next one. Like I said, now this, I have no idea. I think the only person I know from California is Scott. Good old folk Scott. That's the only person I know from California, apart from like Cypress Hill and stuff, and Snoop Dogg and them sort of guys.
Celebrities.
Anyone want to buy an original Batman bus stop poster? Just ask him.
I tell you what, wonder how much that's worth now. That must be worth a bit, that poster.
I'm sure that poster's worth a ton.
Looking promising. Look, there it
I've
is.
still got, you know, and I must have about 4,000 of them. But when I was a kid, I was a bit of a one for going out, going to walk clubs and stuff. And I went everywhere from like the Eclipse to the Ministry of Sound as a kid. And I always kept all my flyers. I never got rid of any flyers, and flyers like Groove Rider, Carl Cox, Stu Allen, all that sort of stuff. I wonder if they're worth money now. Do people buy flyers?
So just bought a bunch of flyers from raves and stuff like that.
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh, he's old school, old Salacious, isn't he?
Yeah.
That box is massive. We're going to be here for hours. Look at everyone groaning at home in the beds like, oh, come on, Shabs.
Somebody had their way with it.
Look at it, get it done.
Got to be tidy with these things, Mark. You don't want thin boxes. You can't just rush and cut them all up and all that.
The rumour is true. Our Captain Mule, Randy Necker, said it to I watched Pixel Dam, and he said that we're doing a line of figures next year. Cannot wait. Cannot wait.
$35 a piece, Shabby.
There's no way I'm Googling these, Jane. Oh, he's on fire tonight. I
can't be from California.
Right.
Because it's got that lovely name.
What? Oh.
So where have I got California from? It's CA. It must be something that must have already been on it. Sorry, Luke. California, Luke. You got me a present.
Luke out there in the sunshine and the beaches.
Is Mark frozen up?
No, I've got it. I had a blip there, so I apologise about that.
So this is a letter from California, Luke.
Right. Am I back, by the way? Can you see me all right? Am I back?
Yeah.
Yep.
Right.
He says, season's greeting, mate. Hope you're well, buddy, and all ready for the festive madness. I hope you don't mind me reading this out, Luke, actually. Just making sure there's nothing. So inside the box, you will find some Christmas goodies. A small thank you from me to you for the amount of support, generosity, and more importantly, genuine friendship you have shown me since we met. He's a great lad, though, isn't he? From taking me under your wing at Echo to the generous gifts you send me, especially the Boba Rach. I drew Rachel for him. I was going to draw Luke, and at the very last minute, I changed my mind. I said, do you know what? I think he'd appreciate more than himself. I think he'd appreciate Rachel. I still get emotional when I look at it. It's funny because I drew Claire, but I throw darts at mine. So in the box, you will find so in the box, you will find two items which I just felt needed to be with you. I hope you will love them as much as I have. But as a Batman nut, I felt they had to come to you. Every time I look at them, I just think they need to be with our side. So I hope you like them. The wrap gift must wait until Christmas Day. Ooh. Hope you like everything, mate. And please give our best wishes to Claire and the lovely Anne-Marie. Take care, man, and Merry Christmas. Love from Luke, Rach, and Connor. He's a lovely lad.
Yeah, Luke, Rach, and Connor from California.
Very nice.
I'll be quite upset he's moved to California now that we won't be going to Echo and stuff together much. But he always thinks of me, and always. He's such a great lad, and I love meeting up with him. It's, you know, like Luke's had an hard year, as such this year, and there's been some things he's not been able to turn up to and stuff. But it'd be great when we all go next year to the toy fair. There's a load of us staying in the same hotel. We'll have a good laugh. I'll make sure we have a great laugh.
Look at that side of the Rowan Atkinson.
Thanks very much, Luke. Thanks very much.
And it was brilliant that he took us to his childhood house and stuff and showed us around. Like that was awesome.
Oh, I love that video. Yeah, I was convinced that there was a ghost in the video. At the beginning, man, there's a voice that goes, "I'm still here." So I text Luke and I went, "I'm not being funny. I've just watched your video about 10 times and I can't see anybody around you. What the hell was that voice?" But he said there was an old guy following him.
Oh, jeez.
Oh,
he does, yeah. Simon, keep all the flyers. Bloody hell, how many bus tickets do you still have from the LMC side?
I don't throw anything away. I'm terrible for it. I've got every keyring, every cinema ticket, every receipt. If I've ever bought anything, like I've even got my receipt for buying the Phantom Menace on VHS at 12 o'clock midnight at Woolworths on Blackpool Prom. I've even got that receipt.
I'm like you. I got cinema tickets, concert tickets, the bracelets that went to the concerts, everything.
Coughlin, to be honest, I got an original Spider-Man
post for Christmas Day, so thanks very much, Luke. I'll open that on Christmas Day and I'll message you.
Got an original Spider-Man poster with the Twin Towers in the background and was withdrawn from circulation.
Oh, no way.
I
can't believe what he sent me. I can't believe what he sent. Now, I mentioned these in Luke's video, and I said, really, they should be in the middle of your shelf. They shouldn't be there at the back end. And then the next time I watched his video, they were there in the middle. I can't believe this, what he sent me. He sent me
electricity bill.
His Bane mask.
Oh, lovely.
Big Claire, I've had some Friday nights with this, let me tell you that now. Friday nights, Claire, I've got a lot more spicier. Look at that. Oh, Luke, what a good lad.
Fantastic.
Oh.
What?
Oh, why did he send me that? That's just brilliant.
So who's Bane and who's Batman on Friday nights?
Well, that looks more like a gimp mask, so I'll give that one Claire. And I'll have this one.
Wow. Is that Christian Bale's Batman?
Yeah.
Looks like
that
it, yeah.
Beautiful, Luke. Thanks so much for them. They'll be treasured.
Wow.
Like I said, we're moving next year. And when we move and everything, all my setup's going to be out. And these will be pride and place on my Batman shelf. Let me tell you that. Because like everybody else, I love Star Wars. I absolutely love it. But Batman is DC's my biggest love ever. Always will be. That's amazing, Luke. I'm gobsmacked.
When did Luke move? Look at Connor. When did Luke move?
That's amazing, Luke. I can't believe it. That really is really nice. That is so cool.
Claire says she's washing her hair Friday night.
Oh, she is.
Luke has 2 homes. I don't know that much. Brilliant.
Oh, that's amazing. That is absolutely amazing. Brilliant.
Yeah.
He's beast. Batman. Oh.
Well, they do look
at the darkness.
That goes straight back tidy.
So Luke said no read away, which is a good thing because.
Sorry.
No, I read through it dead quick. There was nothing in it. He didn't call you a knobhead or anything, Mark. So I thought I'd read it out and stuff. It wasn't.
Well, he didn't put it in the message, but.
Thanks,
Simon. If you want to,
thanks all you guys. Brilliant.
If you want to open your wrapped one, feel free to do so. You might as well have wall here, side.
No, I'll wait. I like stuff like that. I'm a bit superstitious. Like I will wait till Christmas Day. I will.
Right.
I'll open Christmas Day and I'll send you a nice message on Christmas. That's lovely of you. That it really is.
It costs me a fortune, lads.
I bet.
It's brilliant. Luke, he's so blind. It was from California, and he's like, "Who do I know in California?" So I'm giving him a list of names, and he's like,
"Because he said he ain't the bottom." So I'm going, California. I don't know anybody. All I know is Scott from California, but Scott's like. So thanks to my American friend Luke Reynolds. Thanks very much.
G-Force, question for you.
I think I do, actually. From '89, I think I still do have my Batman stub.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I have like hundreds of movie stubs.
I don't have my original Return of the Jedi one because I was like 9 and I'm not a psycho. But I do have all the 1997 like re-releases, the new digital versions of Star Wars at the cinema. I have all them.
Yeah, I have all
Would you
those.
like to read Would you like to read one of the comments of the night? She's like, you can forget that. Yeah, Luke, that was awesome, man. That's all.
Yeah, brilliant.
This is what I mean. It's the same for me, and there's a few lads in there, Mule, you know, Connor, Damon. Yeah, if I forgot, fair enough. G-Force just got me an oh,
is he gone?
Place to freeze.
Well, I'll finish up on what was. Oh, he's back. He back?
Right, hold on a sec. Yeah, so look.
You're frozen up on the telly.
You got the CLC there, bud.
Am I back now?
No, it's just you going, ooh. Ooh.
Can you hear me though? Can you hear me though?
Yeah, now you're back. Now.
Well, G-Force got me an awesome Trans Am. Look at that.
Oh, he's lovely, him, G-Force. He's always doing it, phoning me up. I've got you the Nightfall Batman. I've got you this. I've found that for you. I've picked up your Bob Ross. He's a beautiful man, isn't he? That's why I love watching his G-Hunt videos, because he's basically shopping for me once a week. I love him.
So they are very welcome. Hot Wheels Batman for you too. So I saw it in a video, and I've never seen it before, and I don't know that you have it or not, but if I find,
do you know what, Mark? It just goes full circle what we said at the beginning. If it's a shame that people think here, and if it's worth you commenting because people think here, I think that's the worst of it all. You know, I'm absolutely overwhelmed that people actually do, and we all think it. I'm not just saying this for me. We all do. We've all received gifts off people, and it's just nice, isn't it, to feel a little bit thought of. And I don't expect anything in return. I've never been one of them people and stuff like that, but it's just nice to feel like you belong to something. I like it.
Yeah. All kinds of people do it too. It's not just your close mates that we're in a little clique and we look out for each other, you know, like random people will send you stuff and you're like, whoa.
No, I know my brother. Like, look, when Stu came along and PGM came along, and they weren't from us lot from the very beginning, but it's like with everybody, they're always open with open arms. Do you know what I mean? It's like you welcome everybody in. We're all in this for the same game. We all love the same things. What I like about our corner is that we can have an opinion on something without no one falling out over the most stupidest of stuff. Do you know?
I've always said the same thing. You know, this won't last forever, and I'm enjoying it and all that. And all I want to do, like everybody else wants to do, is just make everyone feel as welcome as possible. Everyone. That's why I mentioned all my comments. That's why every time someone messages me, I message them back. That's why we always say on ZSR, if you ever want to come on, you ever want to come in, you ever want to say hello, you know what I mean? It's this. I'm looking away because, you know, but there are people out there that need a community, that like to have a community, and I'd like to be a part of that. Do you know what I mean? That's the sort of thing I like to be a part of. Not the drama, not all the rubbish, not all the ball ache, not all the going on. Just having a good time and having fun and making new friends. It's brilliant. I love it to pieces. So anyway,
I go to Birmingham. I meet up with everybody at Birmingham. It's brilliant. You go to London, you meet up with all the Southern lads. They're brilliant. We've just got back from Dublin last August. Met up with Jonathan and Connor and all the Irish. Brilliant. Do you know what I mean? And that's what I like about it, that this sense that we all do the same at the end of the day. We've all got to love something that we've never grown out of. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And how many times have we all kind of been not slighted, but just not understood for what we do? I mean, got a room full of friggin' toys. Not everybody understands that, you know what I mean? To have a community where everybody's as invested as you are and gets as hyped about these things as we do is amazing.
That's it. That's what it's all about. You know, I don't hear my brother coming on here kicking off and moaning and going on about somebody else's video and his collection and what this looks like. And that's not the point, is it? You know, I buy these things still to this day because I've never stopped my entire life. I was same as I was in my 20s, my 30s, You know, I'm coming into my 50s. I'm still the same. I still get the same, like, oh my God, look at that spider. You know what I mean? I don't think it'll ever leave me. And I think the artist in me means it'll definitely leave me. Do you know what I mean? It won't.
100%.
So Luke says, very welcome, Si. They couldn't possibly go to anybody else. So that was awesome of you, Luke.
Yeah, he's
awesome.
I'm you don't I know I'm not my twin brother, so I can't burst out crying over Claudine and stuff. But I can say that I'm proper. I'm overwhelmed by that gift. That really is amazing. Because I admired them every week in your videos, so I can't believe I've got it here. Do you know what I mean?
That's awesome.
Dave Baskin's hair care friendly.
That's why that one's going to Claire. Yeah,
they are. Yeah. Whatever it's. Bane and Batman look good, but that bloke in the middle is a terrible CGI. Luke,
yeah, he is. Yeah, he is. We all love Luke, don't we? All of us. And I've told you, I got proper joke, watching that tape video of his. I don't know what it was. I don't know, because he went out and bought an original tape recorder to play it on. I don't know what it was, but there was just something about that video, wasn't there?
Yeah. Yeah, there was. I look at the carbonized carrot gave me every day. Never forget that day. They are. Look at that. I remember that. That's when Mule was here, wasn't it? When we all came here for
when
a
I
day.
first met Mule.
Yeah. Well said, Mangafandanga'S. Exactly right.
Well, I don't know it all. None of us know it all. Do you know what I mean? But I just know that they're a good bunch. And when I hear silly things like stupid comments of knobheads, it just makes me laugh my head off. Do you know what I mean? Because none of these, everybody works hard at doing what they're doing. I can sit here at home because everybody makes videos for me to watch. Do you know what I mean? I think that's great.
That's one of the nicest things about the people you meet. It's like, I've always said you don't need a YouTube channel. I've always said that. There's so many people on Instagram that I admire and I love. And, there's so many people on Twitter that, and that's the thing. It's nice when you pick up your phone in the morning, you make yourself a cup and you just start smiling. You know what's coming. You know the laughs that we have. You know the people that you got to, and admiring people's collections and stuff. It's brilliant. Oh, look who's here. I am Marco.
Marco.
I must admit, I've got to be honest here, because usually, like I said, I mean, I live in America, and there's, me and GeForce have America following and so forth, but obviously the majority for us through ZSR is British. So for all you British lads staying up now till 1-2 o'clock in the morning, honestly, it means the world to me inside GeForce. So we really appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Yeah, it does. Yeah. All the main boys are here, aren't they?
Yeah, that's right. Oh, yeah, I'm very lucky in that sense. My family's dead open and dead supportive, and they're dead friendly. They're dead nice. So, yeah, they're that was a people.
Great day, wasn't it?
Hello, mate. I can screw your feelings. Yeah. Cheers, folks. I love to do this for each other. Yeah. Yeah, and one day you'll get your figure off me. I feel so bad. It's been putting your case side. It's just like, oh,
no,
yes,
I know. To be fair, that is, I will say, I don't throw anyone under the bus. That's basically me, Mark, more than you now, because you've packed all the stuff up and you're ready for me to just come and get it. But everyone can wait. It's bloody Christmas.
I mean, I've got a B wing. I've got a B wing for Tez, actual wing off a B wing. He could have made an own B wing by the time he gets it. You know what I mean? It's just ridiculous. So I'm constantly misunderstood, but I put it down to not being able to type for shit GeForce.
He's got some great comments here, man. He has some funny comments.
Freaking love Jono.
Yeah.
Love him.
Do you know what made me laugh? When I went to, I'll tell you a story. When I went to Dublin, I'm saying hello to everybody because I know Connor. I recognised Gerard, but I've never seen Jonathan in my life. So as I'm saying hello to Connor now, I've turned to John, I've gone, "Hey, mate," and carried on like that. About 5 minutes later, I turned to Connor and I said, "Where's John?" I said, "Is John not here?" He goes, "It's Dave, just said hello to him." I just had to go back and said, "Bloody hell, John, I didn't even know it was you." Never seen him, but what?
It was his avatar with a black screen behind it. It was just he looks like that.
Just a Darth Vader helmet.
I think my Claire was falling a bit in love with him, Mark, because he's got that Irish tone that Claire likes. She likes all the Westlife boys and don't she in Boyzone. And even though one of them bullied Connor at school, I'd like to apologise to Connor for that. I don't think that's very nice. So, because Connor told me a story, Mark, that Keith Duffy bullied him at school.
It wasn't Father Michael.
Hi, Steve. Well, it wasn't Father Michael. Also, there's no point in being going to be. Listen, he's never affected me.
Mark will tell you, me and him are the biggest kids going.
Yeah, we
I
have
can't
been,
believe
yeah.
we're nearly bloody 50 at times, can we?
No, you've got to be like that, though. I've always, I don't like. Listen, life's too short, man, and I understand. It's so cringy and cheesy, and I don't mean to sound cringy and cheesy, but I firmly do believe it. If I can just, it costs us nothing to put a smile on somebody's face. Costs nothing. Costs nothing. And you see my videos.
I haven't done that for me. Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
YouTube and all YouTube. If you chat format after you're one of us, I couldn't agree more. I could not agree more. Collecting Star Wars is here. Hi, Steve. Oh, nice to see you, buddy. Right, so we're getting down to it, and I think we're done. Is that it? Si, anything else you want to show, or are we finished?
No, that's me done for that collection stuff. So just that's it. Again, thank everybody really for sending me stuff over these years and stuff. I've had some fantastic gifts off a lot of people. You know, I really have, and it is overwhelming. I hear you say it, and I hear Luke Reynolds say it, and I hear a few others saying it, but it actually is. It's very overwhelming. You don't know how to. We're a present like that as well. Do you know what I mean? I go to Dublin.
Right.
People put figures in my hand. Connor sends me a beautiful bloody Hot Toy Biker Scout. You know, I've received some fantastic gifts from both of you two as well. So I'd just like to have the opportunity really to say thanks and keep them all coming.
Not yet. It'll come sometime in 2024, Si.
Simon,
I think it's nice. I like it. It's romantic. I like it. I like it. I like it.
It's romantic, you big softy shit.
It's
all. Well, actually, I've got to stop you both right now. Simon and G-Force and chat, we have some breaking news.
Gary Moore in like a flame. He went, who's this Andy LeMay character? Enter. Didn't we know what he just did then? Oh, well.
Si, we buy the lad in bullet free drinks wherever he goes. That's a great idea, right? Been a fun stream. Got to get. Yeah, we're going to finish because I know all you lads have been staying up and all that sort of stuff. But let me just say a couple of things that's coming up on Shabby's. I will be back to making the format videos because we've got loads of more to do. We've got Christmas videos to come up. But tomorrow at 2:00 Eastern, 7:00 UK, good old Hawkspot, good old Scott has got a HasLab his tank, and he's saving it. We're going to on Wednesday. It's been a full year since we did the last Batman stream that Si and Smith Lord and I think Jonathan's coming on, DTM, PGM. There's a few, aren't there? So that's going to be on Wednesday as well, where the lad's going to talk about Batman and the costumes and the Batmobile, that kind of thing. Keep it all Batman related, which is good for me because I don't know sweet FA Batman. So I like these. So that's on Wednesday. Tomorrow is free.
Sorry to interrupt you, but there'll be a chance to win some a Catwoman Michelle Pfeiffer art print. We had some done for last year, but there was a couple left over. So one's framed, and we will be looking into something to give it away on the night. So you could be in a chance of winning that.
Very nice.
So, awesome. Oh, I've seen that Catwoman one. You're giving that away?
No, remember when we did it last year, we made a few prints of them up, and it's just a couple that were left over from the print. So I framed one up, and I just thought we'll give it away on the Batman stream. We'll do something.
Can you keep the noise down, Shabby? I'm trying to say. Awesome. Honestly, thank you all for coming in. You've made our night. Because me and Si was saying, you know, as we put the link in for the group chat we're in, and obviously G-Force, and thanks to Andy for coming in. But we thought, well, if there's only 4 or 5 watching, we've kept 30 all the way through it. So I honestly, you lads are awesome, and it's lovely to see you, Damon. I'm really glad. Yeah, you're right. You'll never get anything different from us three. Definitely not.
These are our people, Gabby. These are our people.
Yeah, they are. G-Force, you got anything coming up or anything you want to show before we go?
Monday, I got a video coming out. 2 p.m. Eastern usual time. I try to keep it, and I have 2 in the can that I'm going to put out. So while I'm in New York for the holidays and stuff, I can have videos coming out. But yeah.
Awesome. Right, then we're done. Good night, everybody. Say good night, lads. And we'll see you tomorrow.
Good night.
Come and watch.
Thanks very much.
See you later.
Mm-hmm.